But he's not coming up with stuff on his own. He's using you for the raw material. Do you understand? So what he does to you, he doesn't do to the person sitting next to you because you're different. And he knows what works on one is not what's going to work on the other. So whatever the devil is doing in your life, it's coming out of you. Do you understand that? Okay? See, you're not taught that in church. Oh, the devil's just an evil, mean thing that just comes in and just destroy and eat and seek and destroy. But the material to do that really is coming out of you. And if there's no material, he can't do it. That's the point of Job. He basically said to, Job, I got nothing to work with. And then he came up with an excuse to justify it. Well, that's because you spoil him, right? But his first answer is, he's a pretty good guy, I guess. I can't do anything with him. All right? Unfortunately, most of us are not Job. We got lots to work with. Okay? Satan walks around you all day long with that. That was easy button. He could just blink at you and you get derailed, no big deal. Because we are too emotional, we are too weak, and so we are easy. We're easy pickings as far as the material to work with. Because all it takes is somebody looking at you the wrong way and you're totally derailed. Well, there's no toughness, you know? I almost wanted to do it, I wasn't gonna say this out loud. Let's see if I can clean this up. Okay, I think I could do it this way. Remember I talked about going from the beginning and looking at people like what they did well, what they didn't, what they struggled? I almost wanted to go to the beginning and go, man or wimp, or something, okay? Because you can see people when they're weak, that's when all the stuff goes sideways, and it goes badly. And when they're strong, it goes well. You know, I've talked often about the battle between faith and trust versus, doubt and fear, right? Well, you know what? I think there's a big battle between strength and weakness. And Hasatan, you know what his job is to do? Bring out all that weakness. He's not preying on it. It's just sitting there waiting for somebody to pull it out and play with it. And it's not gonna get fixed until that happens, until you deal with it. But here's what's gonna happen. Someone's gonna call you weak and you're just gonna crumple up into a ball, suck your thumb and just cry. I mean, instead of realizing, wow, I need to strengthen up. I need to toughen up, We're getting weaker and weaker. And so think of it as all the things that Satan does and pulls on is weaknesses in you, okay? If it's an area of strength, he can't do anything with it. All right? Everything he works with in you is a weak area in you. It's a weakness. And his job is to help you strengthen. He doesn't know that's what he's doing, but you can't strengthen it until it gets brought out. It has to be exposed. Maybe not in public, but at least to you. Where you go through something, you go home and go, man, I'm weak in that area. Well, good, now you can fix it because now you're aware of it. Or you can crumple up in a ball and just whine and complain and say, oh, I'm just weak and I'm no good. And it's a spiral into self-defeat. I listen to a lot of people, I keep quoting them to you, and one of the guys I love is David Goggins, and go listen to him. He doesn't use clean language, but go listen to him. But the thing that he said in a couple of the videos I saw recently is, people come to him and say, David, teach me how to do what you do. And he goes, no, I can't, because you can't do what I do. If you could, you'd have figured it out. Okay, yes, you can come to me and say, how do I do this one little, how do you tweak this one thing or whatever? But when you're trying to understand how do I get up in the morning like I do and do the work that I do and push the way I do, I can't teach you that. You have to discover it in you, okay? So he's like, no. And a lot of these guys, they're yelling and screaming and saying all this stuff, and they're like, but really, I know I'm wasting my breath with most of you, because most of you are just gonna think, oh, that sounds so cool, but it's not me, I can't do that. You read all this, you're like, I don't know, I watch all these guys, but I can't do that. Why can't you do that? You gotta find something in you beyond what you think is just in you. Stop looking through the eyes of whoever told you were nothing. Stop looking through the eyes of you telling you that you're no good. Look through his eyes where he said, I made you, you can do anything. I made you. to be amazing. Amazing doesn't mean you're going to be the top whatever in the world at something. It means you're going to thrive, okay? And you're going to make a difference in some people's lives. People will be better because they met you, spent time with you, and had a relationship with you. That's amazing, okay, when you have that kind of an impact on people. And so the tempter, though, going to look for those weak spots. So he's thinking, okay, maybe there's an ego thing with this Yeshua guy. All right, well, you think you're a son of Elohim? Fine, make the stones bread. Oh, yeah, no, why don't you just throw yourself off of here and let's see if the angels catch you. You know. Tell you what, bow down and worship me, I'll give you everything. First of all, he should have called him liar, liar right there. He says, you're not giving me nothing. Okay, even if you had it to give, you want the power yourself. You won't give anything to anybody. It's a lie. He's the father of lies, okay? But you gotta understand where the lies come from. The lies come out of the fruitful garden of your nonsense and weaknesses, okay? The raw material for the lies comes out of you. He's gonna tell you a lie that you wanna hear. So the material is in you. Does this make any sense? Okay? I know nobody's told you this. I know nobody's taught this. I've never heard anybody teach this, and I've never really taught it fully this way. I've mentioned it in teachings a little bit here and there. But we need to understand that Satan cannot touch you if you're strong. I don't mean like tough, I mean strong. In other words, where you don't have weak areas in your life that are susceptible to him messing with and poking and touching and, you know what I'm saying? Tickling your ear in a certain direction or not. And it's not just tickling, by the way. He uses pissing you off pretty good too, getting you mad at this person or that person or this situation, and your anger and your disgruntled negative, he just wants you to get negative about people, things, situations, whatever it is.